Hello, you guys. Happy Shambong Friday. Yeah,
It's Shambo Friday. Get ready for the best day. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it really is the best day. I'm so happy it's Shambong Friday. I could not need this more. I feel like my spirits need to be lifted. They're a little down, they're a little low, but we're going to bring them back up. We're going to bring them right
Oh,
down.
oh, girl. We fall down, but we get up. You know that song?
No, I don't know that song.
That's a
Actually.
hit, girl. That's a hit. Listen,
What is
I'm glad
it?
I'm in your life. It's like a gospel song.
Okay, oh my god, I feel like I probably need that today. Like, I actually need it. So,
Yeah.
send that to me afterwards. You guys, we have so much to talk about. We will also probably need our Pepto and, a little basket next to you because this Khloe and Tristan news that happened on Keeping Up with the Kardashians last night is just absolute clownery and honestly just continues to fuel the reconciliation rumors that we already know are happening right now.
Madison, I think that we deserve a check from Chris when it finally comes out that they've been together all this time because I feel like we are aligned with their brand and I feel like, Chris, you owe us some coin. Thanks.
I completely agree. We also are talking about what happened with Kylie on last night's Keeping Up. We got a little Kim news. We got a little Courtney news. We also were talking about Jeffree Star. We're going to break down the Disney sing-along that was iconic. So many big names. We're also going to talk about Lady Gaga, Megan Thee Stallion, Caitlyn Carter spilling tea on her breakup with Miley Cyrus. Yes, still bringing that up. We also have some clarification on the Demi Lovato and Max Ehrich engagement rumors. I'm really happy about this report. It makes me feel better, kind of.
Okay.
But
A
only
little bit?
kind of. Just a little. I'm still a little concerned. And
Okay.
unfortunately, remember how yesterday we were kind of like, ooh, we're starting to get sham vibes?
Yes.
I'm starting to get ulterior motives vibes.
See, I don't like that, Madison, because right before I got on the call with you and Leo to get started for the show, I did sit down and I watched Demi and Sam Smith's new music video, and I was thoroughly impressed. I had to laugh at myself because there's a part where, like, obviously Sam sings, and then right before, Demi's coming in, she hits us with the, and I started to laugh, and I said, oh, here comes the chops. And then she assassinated it. The entire song was like a 10 out of 10. So I want good Demi news because the music is good now.
I mean, it's so hard because it's like, it's good to know that they're not taking a serious step, but something about some of the quotes and words that this source used in regards to Max just has me feeling a little uneasy, which I don't like either because I'm a Lovatic as well.
Yeah.
We both love her music. Even sometimes when she acts crazy on social media, we're like, that's okay. We still love music. We still love Demi. She's back. We're happy she's healthy. But I don't know. We'll get into it. I can't wait to hear what you think. We also have some Selena Gomez news. So it's a good Shambong Friday.
Oh, this is a celebratory Shambong Friday because the docket is looking thick and juicy.
Yes, the best way a docket should look. Nice, thick, and juicy. Yes, let's see what's going on in the chat. I see you guys are loving the Sam Smith and Demi Lovato music video. Karina said Sam slayed my whole life in that video. We have Bailey K saying, what's up, T-Tribe? Happy, fabulous Friday. Hope everyone is having positive vibes, thoughts, and prayers at this time. Love y'all. Hashtag stay home and stay safe. Excited to hear the tea.
But we gonna give it to you. Don't worry about that. You in the right place, y'all.
Exactly, and I loved the fabulous Friday. Yes, you're not good. We have Kaylee saying, good morning, my lovely T-Tribe. Today is my 31st birthday. What better way to start the morning than with you guys? Oh my gosh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. It's your 31st.
Woo! Yeah! And welcome. We are in tour season because my birthday's next Friday.
Already?
Or no, we still have a couple days. It's the
17th.
It's the 17th, so we still have a couple days.
Now, Madison, I knew I was starting to feel powerful starting
right?
Yesterday. I knew I was starting, and now I realize it's because the horns are coming out.
Can you feel the chutzpah building within you?
Yeah.
You just feel it
just
building up?
The girls know right now, y'all better watch out. Because once Taurus season hit, I ain't taking nothing from nobody, and I don't care about it because only good things come to me during that season.
Exactly.
I want to address the chat.
Oh, yes.
Quick, Madison.
Okay.
Now, something I did discover last night that I forgot, and Janae has just reminded me. Miley's album did leak last night. Bunch of songs leaked last night. Now, I want to go ahead and speculate, speculation not confirmation, that these were put out to sort of see is there interest in Miley Cyrus music right now, because we've got a lot going on with Cody and who's that, So I mean, are you here for new music from Miley right now, Maddison? Is that something that's on your hit list, let's say?
Okay, that's not something that's necessarily on my hit list per se, but I would much rather talk about new music from Miley than her and Cody did this, her and Cody posted this Instagram picture, her ex before Cody is talking about their breakup. Like, I would much rather sit here and be like, wow, I can't believe Miley dropped music right now, wasn't expecting it, I'm hoping I love it. With Miley, I'm always 50-50. Honestly, there's no way to predict. Sometimes Miley drops something and I'm here for it. Other times she drops it and I'm just like, I don't get the hype. So,
I kind of like when she drops projects, because I feel like the same way as you. There might not be everything that I love, but there's sure to be a nice little three handful. Like, the toy claw. I feel like it's this much out of the album I'm going to enjoy.
Exactly. So I feel like it was probably a smart move to have it leak, just so people can kind of start to get a feel of where she's at. Because also we've talked about Miley, I feel like, is a little confused as to whether or not she wants to go all the way back to the bangers phase, if she needs Malibu, if she needs to do a little mix, because I feel like we really don't want a full resurgence back of bangers. Like, we need her to grow up a little bit.
Yes,
so I think this leak you're probably right. It was very strategic.
Listen, Stupid Love leaked, and when it came out, the girls were ready.
And it didn't hurt Stupid Love at all.
No, ma'am. So maybe Miley has the same thing in mind. She was like, it can't hurt. I'm Miley.
Smart. I mean, if Lady Gaga can do it, I feel like she's not the worst person to follow.
Listen, I agree. I'm following Stephanie.
Yeah, exactly. We also have a 5, 6, 7, 8.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves to tea ya, and we see ya. Miss Mika, go Mika, go Mika, go Mika. Happy Friday to you, Mika.
Happy Friday, Mika. We love Miss Mika. In case there's anyone new to the Tea Tribe, Miss Mika is our queen, our icon. She gave us the morning tea theme song that we did not know we needed. I had to answer this yesterday because someone asked me, they're like, oh my God, Miss Mika. And I was like, Miss Mika is just an icon. She is a staple to the morning tea. We need her every single day. And if we do not start our day with the Miss Mika song, we don't feel right.
Honestly, Madison, it's like a mantra. Like my mom even says, like, it gets stuck in her head. And I'm like, listen, if the Miss Mika song gets stuck in my mom's head, I'm doing something right.
Exactly. That's how you know. And that is literally our first taste in your songwriting abilities.
I know. I hide a lot, but I gave y'all just a taste because we close now. Me, you, and the Tea Tribe.
Exactly. And we appreciate the taste. Also, Wesley said that Miley, you guys are talking about what record label Miley's with, RCA.
The RCA girls always have their music leaked, is what Wesley is getting at. That's what he getting at. RCA girls always get their music.
I didn't want to go there, but we went there, and it's fine. Sometimes
you gotta have some passwords on your hard drives, Madison.
Don't just put your name in 1, 2, 3 because your music will be leaked. Just saying.
Yes, ma'am.
We also have Rude Gal still saying good morning and happy Friday. Maddison, Courtney, Shamong, Dave, Hit It, Leo, Tea Tribe, and Hollyscoop. So happy to be here today. Hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. Yes, absolutely. And then we also have Maya saying Justin is on Insta claiming his new album is so good. We shall see.
Now listen, Maya, the only reason he's doing that is because he knows that there was a section of this planet that said, girl, what the expletive was this? We wanted some crotch poppers, booty shakers, one cheek, two cheekers, and the best we got was Lil Dicky. So, I mean, not mad at it, but we're going to need a follow-up, and we're going to need it soon. Top of 2021, anyone? Just as well now, right?
Honestly, even before then. He's in Canada. He's hanging out.
Madison, I was trying to give him some rubber band room. Madison said, we need that in November 2020 for the fall.
I said, if we're not having concerts until 2021, we might as well just deliver some new music right away.
You ain't doing nothing else.
I'm just saying. Just put it out there. Have to call it like you see it. Just saying. But let's go ahead and pour up the tea because we do have a lot that we need to get into.
You got it, Grill.
Go ahead and Pour it up, pour it up. That's not we ball out. Oh God, the most stressful part of the morning tea.
Accident, mayo, cruel.
Every time.
Look at how I did that.
Whenever you put the hot kettle down, I can't describe to you the amount of relief I feel.
Listen, if it falls on my lap, girl, I'll just be in here hollering alone. Me when the tea dries. It's not like my boyfriend's gonna come running downstairs. Yeah, homegirl.
Ooh, okay, we survived. Let's cheers. Cheers to the tea.
Yeah.
Cheers to Cheermong Friday. Yay. Okay, you guys, the first thing we're talking about is Jeffree Star and our OMT. So Jeffree Star recently posted a photo on social media with his social media manager, Cammy. They did their makeup in quarantine. They both look fabulous. But of course, fans saw this photo and they started dragging Jeffree for seemingly not taking social distancing seriously. So he clapped back in a now deleted tweet. This is not up anymore on social media. He said, quote, "She is all alone and her family and single mom are all in New Jersey. Please go judge someone else. You don't know what's happening in my house." Now, Jeffree likely deleted that tweet because it did contain personal information about the social media manager and her family. And then he later responded to a fan who defended him, saying that obviously Jeffree is not likely in that mansion all alone. And he wrote, "Exactly. I think people don't understand that my family and employees don't want to be famous or be in social media, so I don't talk about them or show them. I get how it looked."
I get how it looked too, but I think we all need to remember that y'all made Jeffree rich AF. So Jeffree does live in a castle, and also I feel like if Jeffree had enough room to house employees that couldn't make it after they've put so much into building his empire, like I think that that's a nice thing to do. I feel like people were just like looking for a reason to be mad, and on top of that, she's black. So you know how people feel about Jeffree's past involving people of color. So I understand the outrage, but I'm also kind of glad that Jeffree is self-aware enough to be like, I know what it looks like, but this is not the case. Let me explain.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can appreciate that.
No, exactly. I feel like Jeffree, with his last two clapbacks that we discussed, the Mason Disick clapback and this one, I feel like he really has had considerable growth in being more self-aware. Because I feel like Jeffree used to not be self-aware at all, but I feel like, I don't know, probably in the past year or so? Like, I feel like he has...
that James Charles thing, Jeffree has been trying to stay out of trouble, specifically since that particular event. I think that Jeffree said, hold on, I done made a lot of money, and I'm not trying to tarnish this brand that I've built, because it's a revamp of a brand that people were not comfortable with. You get what I'm saying? So I understand it.
No, I agree. I also think, too, that you were right in saying people love to just drag sometimes just to drag. You know, logically, when you think about it, people who do have these mansions and have staff, like, obviously, if they're a decent human, they're going to let people stay there to stay safe if they aren't safe where they're living. I would hope that all of your faves would treat their team like that. And if they don't treat their team like that, then maybe you should get a new fave.
And also, Jeffree Star, I believe, shut down his factories to distribute or create hand sanitizer like Kylie. So, I mean, what y'all mad at? On this particular day now, when Jeffree do some wrong, now listen, we gonna be right here like, oh, really? But on this one, y'all, listen, I can't be mad at Jeffree trying to help the planet on this one.
I just feel like you got to pick your opportunities to drag. You know how people say you got to pick your battles in life? You also have to pick your battles when it comes to dragging people, because if you do it too often on things that don't matter like this, when something big actually does happen, people are going to be like, oh, well, it's just another Jeffree Star situation, or it's just another James Charles situation. Like, let's be smart and strategic with when we decide to call people out.
I agree. Or instead of dragging people at all, just mute them like I do. And then you don't have to see in order to engage. You get what I'm saying?
You don't have to feel the blood pressure raise at all.
I don't like that. I don't like that, Maddison. My blood pressure needs to stay stable.
It's raising a lot lately. I can feel the cortisol forming and sticking to my lower abdomen.
No, not the lower abs, girl.
The lower abdomen, it's full of cortisol right now, I gotta be honest. But whatever, it's fine. We're gonna keep it pushing because we're gonna talk about one of my favorite things that happened this week, the Disney sing-along. There were a lot of things that happened during this sing-along. A lot of our favorites were included. The first person we're going to talk about, Miss Ariana Grande.
Okay,
she slayed the Hercules classic, I Won't Say I'm in Love. And she also revealed that she chose the song because Hercules is her #1 favorite Disney movie.
I didn't know that.
Neither did I, and I also kind of feel like that's a very underrated pick.
I agree. So the question now I want to ask is, do we want Ariana in a live action Hercules? I feel like that's the easiest first question right now that's on everyone's mind. Is this, girl, was it looking so good because it was a low-key audition, girl? Is that what it was? You wanted to open up your chops on this one and say, Disney, I need that Disney coin. I'm not mad at it if it's true.
No, I agree, because I feel like she really went above and beyond.
Listen.
The Call of Duty.
I was a little bit wondering if she was in the running with Halle Bailey for The Little Mermaid. I was curious, but I feel like Ariana would be more suited for like a mature kind of story like Hercules. I'd be here for it. If it were darker, maybe. If it were darker, still had the music like Angelina Jolie did Maleficent. I want something like that, but Hercules.
Yeah. I also think with a movie like Hercules, like one of those Disney movies that, like I said, is not, technically as popular as some of the other classics, I feel like they would need a big name like Ariana Grande for people to be like, oh, Hercules, I'm into it. Okay, I'll go watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. I also think it's interesting, too, because she's in a new relationship. And she's not wanting to talk about it on social media. So I also thought that I Won't Say I'm in Love choice had a couple different potential meanings.
You think?
I don't know.
I feel like that's like the song from Hercules, and that's why she chose it. I think that was an audition. I think Ariana said, Scooter said, girl, I'm trying to pull these strings now. You need to go up there and sing that ponytail off. And she did that.
She did. I want to shout out Autumn, Morning, Maddison and Courtney. I love you both on this happy Shambong Friday. I wish you guys were in my kitchen because I'm making French toast. Yum! It's very good. The governor for PA made mask wearing mandatory now. Did not, but I'm so happy.
I'm glad that he did. Y'all don't need to be going nowhere unless you look like Scorpion or Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. And I'm glad. So now I can pass that message along to my family and be like, now you seriously cannot leave the house unless you got your Grey's Anatomy on.
Yes,
but shout out to Autumn. Good morning.
Good morning, Autumn. And also, we wish we were in your kitchen, too, enjoying some of that French toast. That sounds lovely. And with the twins. We love the twins.
Cornflake in batter. Yes.
Yum. Crunchy French toast is the best.
Yes,
okay, the next part of the Disney sing-along highlight, Demi Lovato opened up the chops, as you like to say. She sang with Michael Bublé in a rendition of "A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Made."
She definitely can sing that.
She did. She really just opened them up. And also, she killed it. Shout out to Demi. She did a good job. Scooter's really making sure all of his clients were stacked up for this one.
I like Demi Lovato. I feel like she wouldn't like me. But I enjoy her when she has, like, good moments. You know what I mean? I feel like Demi would want to punch me in the face after lunch. But I thoroughly enjoy it. So. I think she would say something and my face would be like, And she'd be like, what? Like, you know what I mean? What?
I don't think she would want to punch you in the face. I feel like she might, you know what I like to say? We're a hard pill to swallow, but once you do, we're a lot of fun. And I feel like that's how we are.
I agree, Maddison.
It's like, right. It's kind of like, wow, they're very opinionated, and wow, they really hit you where it hurts. But then you realize after a while, you're like, oh, but they're also really nice and really fun. You know?
Yeah. They're funny. I like them. They've got chutzpah.
I feel like maybe that could be it. Just saying. Maybe. Beyonce also made a surprise appearance. She was not teased in any of the promos. Loved it. She sang an absolute classic. When You Wish Upon a Star. She looked absolutely stunning.
I wonder if it was one take. I wonder, Maddison, because she sang that.
Oh, I know.
Beyonce is really like, she dig deep. It could be like something simple like this, and she is like, let me not imitate. I don't want the Beehive to come and get this wig. But, she definitely did that. I was very impressed.
She did. She did. We also had the cast of High School Musical. They got all together, which was amazing as well. They did a little video chat. Kenny Ortega was there. Zac Efron didn't sing, but he did give a little video message. I know people were disappointed.
For what?
But honestly, this was still cute. And Vanessa Hudgens needed a positive PR moment.
Maddison, they saying we're all in this together?
Mm-hmm.
Well, girl, everybody know that Zach ain't singing the first movie, so that's why he wasn't there.
I was just about to...
Now, they should have called my good sis Drew Seeley to come on up in there and sing his parts.
I did not want to shade the beautiful being that is Zac Efron, but that is true. I do think it's funny that he did not end up singing because he got the message too late. But at least he was able to provide a video message. I was like, we all know why he got the message too late.
Maddison, do you know what my life was like when my crazy expletive went out and rushed to buy the High School Musical soundtrack as old as I was, and I turned that CD cover around and Breaking Free was talking about Drew Seeley? I said, who the expletive is Drew Seeley? And then the concert DVD came out and Drew Seeley was on the tour. I said, who is this? Where is Zachy?
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere to be found.
Because Drew Seeley also went on the tour, right? The High School Musical tour. Yeah, he yeah. Wow, what a time! What a time to be alive! What a time! If you guys missed the Disney sing along, that's okay because Lady Gaga's concert. Just wanted to remind you guys is coming this weekend. You know, Courtney and I have been very excited about the Lady Gaga situation. Mm-hmm. It is her One World Together at Home benefit concert. We got our girl Taylor Swift is going to be in the mix. Also, speaking of the mix, Little Mix, I just saw this today. They're going to be included, which I'm so excited because I'm a Little Mix stan. Little Billie Eilish, normal size, big Billie Eilish. Don't know where I was going with that. I just got really excited about
Little Billie Eilish.
Little Billie Eilish is going to be there, but they're all signed on. You guys can essentially stream it from pretty much any platform. Courtney and I are really excited to see Taylor Swift.
Of course.
Let us know who you guys are excited. I'm ready for this.
I want to know if Taylor is going to be singing something that's going to be the next single. I am so sorry to let the stand jump out, y'all. But yes, I'm glad we all going to sit on the carpet in our kindergarten class and listen to the girls sing. But like, Taylor, are you going to sing Cruel Summer? And is the visual shot and can we have it?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I have questions. Maddison, I think it's time for a little extra OMT.
Yes, it is.
We've got Megan Thee Stallion, and she recently had people going crazy and in love with her again because she posted this video on Instagram. She had her little shorts on, and she's doing what she does best, twerking and cooking. And she also has a new song out with DaBaby and Ashanti, and his album just came out today, and it's called Nasty, and I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Kingsley, who we had on the show, actually texted me late last night and was like, you have to hear this. Megan went off. Ashanti was singing her baby, 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 babies, and giving us life. So, I mean, y'all need to listen to that. ASAP.
No, it is so freaking good. I know you and Ashanti have your differences. I know you're fine now. But I have to say, I loved seeing Ashanti's name on a track in 2020. It's about time. Listen,
I felt like, wow. The only other celebrity that I can think of that's been like really putting Ashanti on stuff is Tory Lanez. And we know he's big with his quarantine radio. It's nice to see Ashanti back, and it's nice to see Ashanti doing what she does best. And that is giving us some baby, baby, babies. You know, she had the song back in the day that was like, oh, baby. Ooh, baby. And on this one, she was like, baby, 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 baby. And I said, yes. Ashanti, get your coin.
Yes, it was perfect having Megan Thee Stallion and Ashanti on the same track because I just feel like the reason we love Megan Thee Stallion so much is she is like us in the fact that she's a fan of everybody. Like, I'm pretty sure you could name any artist from any genre and Megan Thee Stallion would be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, they did the song and like it's good, you know? So I feel like she was the perfect person to be on a track with Ashanti because she just is always having the best time. She's going to celebrate being with two big artists. You know what I mean? She just looks like she is always just living her best life.
I want to ask the T-Tribe a pregunta. I don't know why I got my Espanol on.
I like it.
Tribe, if we could speak to Megan at the stable. Can we get her on the show? Like, would y'all want that? If we could hop on our ponies and ride out with Megan on the show? Would y'all be here for that?
Yes, as long as after the show, she can give me a nice twerking lesson, then I will say absolutely.
Twerk and cook, girl. You know how we do the paint and sip classes?
Yes,
you can cook and twerk, girl.
Exactly. She's killing the quarantine. I still think the high kick video is personally my favorite to ever grace the
We need you to recreate that video at this point.
I literally should, except not in the crop top. No one, I mean, not in that much crop.
And like Britney in her videos, have her in the background and give us a Megan Thee Stallion high kick.
I just love, the best part about that video is the fact she is not smiling at all. Like, she's so serious. She's literally like, high kick. Like, she's so serious, and it makes it so much better. I love it so much. Literally, whenever I have a bad day, just to go watch the video of Megan Thee Stallion high kicking around in her house.
I love that stallion.
I do too. Okay, we're gonna get into some couples therapy, and I see that you guys are loving Megan Thee Stallion. Yes, they want Megan. Absolutely, we all love.
Oh, I see, Tamara. You can bring your mama on this show. I'm watching. I will always be here, and that's why we love you, Tamara, and everyone that comes and watches us every day. Shout out to the T Tribe.
Yes, we love the T Tribe. Also our after watchers too, and our after sippers.
Absolutely. Shout out to the after sippers. We see you and we love you. This is your time to shine. Hey.
Yes. We also have Travis. Hey guys, I know it's been a while, but I'm so excited for the home concert too. And just gonna say, Miss Swift will always know how to get my attention.
See, Travis has taste because the second I hear Taylor Swift anything, I know it's gonna be quality and it's gonna be excellent. So Travis, we see each other.
And this is why we're right here with the T Tribe the whole time.
Exactly.
Always. Okay, our couples therapy, we're kicking it off talking about Caitlyn Carter because she opened up about her split from Miley Cyrus. If you guys remember, Caitlyn Carter was the one who Miley literally was with right after news broke of her and Liam filing for divorce. So Caitlyn went Instagram Live with Whitney, obviously, from the Hills, and she talked about her split from Miley. She said that after her and Miley split, she thought that they would just go their separate ways and her life would go back to normal. She said she did not expect that anyone would give an expletive about her afterwards. She recalled going to a friend's bar and having paparazzi follow her. She said she woke up the next day to a headline saying, you know, she had moved on with some random guy from Miley Cyrus. And she said she was used to paparazzi when she was with Brody or Miley, but they never followed her by herself. And she went on to say, quote, I was just so mortified. The narrative was not the actual situation, and that was such a wake-up call for me.
Now, Maddison, you know my first question is going to be, well, Caitlyn, is your skincare line ready? Because last we heard about you, when we didn't know who you was trying to get your skincare line off the ground. Now it seems that now that Miley has moved on to putting her hand down Cody Simpson's pants, we don't remember who you are. Now you want to talk to my good sis, Whitney, from the city, a.k.a. the Hills, and spill some stale cold tea in order to garner attention for your skincare line. And we don't need that.
I mean, I just feel like this is kind of random timing to bring this up. I'm like, okay, we know, we remember. You and Miley dated for literally, how long was it actually? Maybe a month, if I'm being generous?
I think it was like a month. It was like a month-ish.
Forever ago, it feels like now. I'm just confused why this is being brought up now, and I agree with you. I feel like she either A, is finally ready to drop that, or B, she wants to make sure she has a case that she can have her own position when the Hills comes back.
As Miley's ex. Is that interesting, Hills fans? I don't think so.
As Miley's ex, or she's going to have drama if Daisy Keech, the TikTok star, comes on as like Brody's new lady. And so it's going to be this dynamic of like her.
Maddison, I don't like that. That's corny. She should just be off the show then. Right?
I agree. I feel like she should kind of just, if she hated being followed so much and her life was so turmoil and it was so hard, I'm like, then why didn't you just not go out and leave it alone and wait for it to die down? But instead,
when y'all were making out all over Soho House, y'all didn't care.
Exactly.
The only who's who is gonna be there to be whispering and letting the people know outside of the Soho House. So like, now all of a sudden you care. Girl, that's what you chose when you decided you wanted to kiss Cyrus.
Yeah.
You want to make out with Miley.
Exactly. Exactly.
Bye, and we're not buying the skincare.
Do you think that she'll still drop it? I feel like if she's been working on it, she has to.
I imagine that she would do that.
Okay.
I imagine that she would drop it. I don't think we would buy it. I literally don't even remember what she looks like, to be honest, Maddison. She could walk right into my house and I'll be like, who is this? You know? So,
you remind me of the Keke Palmer meme that goes around all the time where she's like, I do not know who that man is.
And you know how many people I don't know? Like, for real, Madison? I'm like, I don't know who that is. Who is that? Caitlyn Carter. Well, that a superhero?
I completely agree, and it seems like you guys are not feeling her at all. April said, Caitlyn and her storyline equals ABCDEFG, dying. Janae said, Miley, where's the album? That's all I want to know. Not all this mess. Completely agree. Autumn said they do anything for clout, and then Morgan Voorhees said, Dirty Blonde is all I remember.
And there's that.
You guys really were huge fans of Caitlyn Carter, I can tell.
Oh, yes, girl. They said, ooh, that Caitlyn girl, we're going to get her face cream.
A lot of Caitlyn fans here. Okay, let's move on and get into this Demi and Max Ehrich news, because I can't wait to hear what you're going to say about it. I can't tell where you're going to stand, but I think we're going to agree.
Okay.
Just saying. So there's a new report from, let me back it up. So yesterday, I remember we filled you guys in, report from Us Weekly. Source said that Max wanted to propose as soon as quarantine was over. Him and Demi are getting stronger, and Courtney and I were like, whoa, way too fast.
Absolutely. That don't make no sense.
Exactly. Now we have a new report from E! News, and a source is saying that the engagement rumors for Demi and Max are not true. The source said it's still early in their relationship, and they're still getting to know each other. The source went on to say that Max is, quote, infatuated with Demi, and he's basically already moved into her house. They're always laughing and joking around. The insider went on to say that everyone in their lives sees this relationship lasting, as Demi feels great with Max and he supports her sobriety. The issue I have is this. The source went on to say Max is infatuated with Demi and he's basically already moved into her house.
I just want to say, because you know that's where my mind stopped, was right what you just said. I used to know someone, emphasis on used to know someone, that was aggressively nice to people, almost infatuated with people, like a whole circle of people, in order to live in their house. Like, all of a sudden, like, they were going through some troubles, and it was like, can I stay at your house? And it's a thing that people do. So I say that to say that this situation reminds me of, like, a fan infatuation, like a fan that wants to get behind the gates. I hate that I said that, but that's how I perceive it as. You know what I mean? Because I don't want that for Demi, but it feels like a crazy fan. The infatuation, and he's practically moved into her house. How? Why can't they date just in his own house? They could Skype every day and get to know each other that way, and he could watch Camp Rock with her, and oh, how weird did I look, and go get into the Gap, and this is real, this is me. Like, I would love to hear that. Like, and they've been talking every day on Skype, and they go on Zoom dates and blah, blah, blah. Not he's infatuated with her, and he's practically moved into her house. I do not like that, Maddison.
I'm still on the fact that you said you knew somebody who would be fans of people and then ask them to stay in their house. So.
Oh, yeah. Someone that will befriend a circle of people and then, like, infiltrate and be like, hey, can I stay in your house for one day? And then one day turns into 1 week, and 1 week turns into 1 month. And
to be honest, I'm not over that. Like,
LA's a weird place, Madison Hill.
I know, but I'm just like, okay, party people. That's where I draw the line. Like, we're not doing that. I'm sorry, we're not doing that. But I agree. I think this whole thing just is starting to kind of feel like Max is using Demi to get into music. And I only say that because we know he's a Young and the Restless star. We know he has secured his own acting bag. But he posts a lot about wanting to make music. I've been looking a lot into Max's past with this whole potential Selena accusation. And I think his ultimate goal is music. And hearing these little catchphrases makes me feel like, oh, well, Demi Lovato is the perfect way to weasel my way into the music industry.
I'm laughing at Lizzie Rowe because this is me. My boss just had me on the phone for half an hour shaking my head. I missed the whole ass tea. Listen, now why I read that in my own voice. Maddison, I want to ask you, just to dig back into our Rolodex of people that we've discussed, our Rolodex of who's that's. Would you say that do you think that Max is trying to give us Golden? Remember Golden with Selena? And I knew of him because he used to be in the YouTube community and know like my friends and stuff. But he's friends with Selena and he's like a singer and he's really been trying to break through. But like he's also friends with like, was it Justin or Cody Simpson or something like that? He's friends with like someone else and it's weird. And do you feel like Max is maybe in that realm?
I feel like he could be in that realm, but the difference is like Selena never took it anywhere and Demi's taking it anywhere. This guy is literally living in her home. You know, with Selena and Golden, it was kind of like, oh, okay, like, we see them flirting on social media, like, they took a picture together, okay, maybe something's happening, but like we always say, you guys shouldn't worry about Selena. I feel like she's very aware of who to let in and who to keep out. Demi, on the other hand, you know, she's been through it. She has.
True.
And I feel like she might have let Max in a little prematurely. I hope it works out. But I also, in the back of my mind, have that report from In Touch Weekly that we talked about a while ago where some of her friends think that she's moving way too fast and they don't think this is going to end well. So I'm really 50-50 here.
I'm hoping that because she's an actress and he's an actor, if there's some fakery, some phonery going on, she'll be able to see through it. That's what my hope for Demi is.
He's also a soap actor, so I feel like he's good at being extra.
You said Young and the Restless? Was he was on there with my girl Eileen Davidson?
I have not watched Young and the Restless in ever.
I have never watched Young and the Restless ever, but I am catching up on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and I love me some Eileen Davidson.
Oh, okay. Look at you with Beverly Hills.
Eileen is it. I love me.
Are you watching while Vanderpump is still on?
Yes, I'm currently on season 7. I'm trying to catch up so I can get to Garcelle.
Okay, yes. We also have April saying, agreed, Madison. He's always singing, probably hoping someone will pick him up. And then All-One said, Max most definitely a who dat, not an Iggy. Oh, okay. Definitely not feeling Max. And then Becca said, he's the male version of Haley Baldwin, TBH.
Now, why y'all bring Haley somewhere like Nene? Now, why I got brought into it? Now, y'all over here, I'm not even in it. Now, why y'all did it?
Literally. I also am kind of like,
was Haley trying to sing?
Haley wasn't ever trying to sing, but
she just wanted to be around.
And she was a fan. She was the fan who won, as we often like to say.
She was giving us that fly leaf. I can feel you all around me. That's what she did. That's what her and Max are doing. He'd be in Demi's bathroom. I can feel you all around me.
I agree. I think it's the word infatuation. Like, infatuated. It's just something that just, like, you want your significant other to be obviously, like, obsessed with you.
I think maybe they're trying to market it as, like, oh, look, puppy love. Maybe I feel like I wish they would have said that. I feel like infatuation is, like, not a bad word, but in this situation, it raises a red flag. I feel like if they said, their puppy love is growing more and more by the day. That doesn't sound like he's trying to, like, go through her medicine cabinet. You know what I mean? Because, like, that's what I feel like he's doing now.
I also feel like now anytime someone tells me they're infatuated, I'm going to be like, are you just lying so you can secretly sleep on my couch? Like, if so, let me know. Like, that's all I'm going to think about now anytime anyone ever says that. So thank you. That word's ruined. It's dead. Okay, guys, we're going to move on and get into the Selena Gomez news. So if you love yourself some Selena, give this video a thumbs up.
Hey.
And start putting your emojis in the chat.
We need those crown emojis for Queen Selena. Hey, Selena, we love her.
Yes. So Selena Gomez, Interview Magazine, recently put out this video. And it's like a little series they do called Fan or Fraud, which I think is hilarious. And they asked Selena a bunch of Friends trivia because, you know, she is always claiming to be the biggest Friends stan. She loves Jennifer Aniston. She's always watching it with all of her friends.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And she did absolutely terrible. Like, she was not being able to answer any of the questions. In her defense, they asked her really hard and obscure questions. Like, they literally asked her, what was the laundry detergent Ross used to get Rachel back? Like, those are very obscure. But I think the best part is when they asked her what Rachel's favorite movie is, and she couldn't think of it, and she goes, well, in real life, her favorite movie is Weekend at Bernie's, because she's actually friends with Jennifer Aniston, which is true, by the way. That is Jennifer Aniston's favorite movie.
She looks good. She looks real good. She giving me that Latina. The baby hairs is someone got the toothbrush out for those, Maddison. Shout out to cute. I mean, I am not a Friends fan.
I know.
But I do think that it's beautiful that Selena was asked questions and she couldn't even understand. Maybe Friends is just one of those shows that she turned on and she's making my macaroni and cheese in the kitchen, girl. Like I do it. Put that on and you go and make your lunch, girl, and come back and the episode's over and you watch the next one. You know what I mean? My focus is she looks iconic and get into the braids.
No, I completely agree. She looked so good during that photo shoot. We talked about, obviously, her interview with Amy Schumer. But I also feel like there's something so genuine because, you know, when you have a favorite show and you can quote it and you know everything, but sometimes when you get put on the spot, it's just like the nerves of someone being like, answer this question in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And you're like, ah. So I think that is also showed a nice, like, genuine side of Selena that even after all of the media training this girl has gone through, she still sometimes feels like put on the spot and under pressure.
They need to give me that quiz with Flavor of Love. I bet you I pass it. I bet you. I'll tell you.
I know you would.
Whenever I could quote it, girl. I know the lines. I am Tiffany Pollard. I will put a chicken in the microwave, a la Hottie. I will. Yes, ma'am.
I know you will. I know you will. All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get into this Courtney, Kim, Kylie, and then this Khloe and Tristan news. So turn your volumes down for...
Jenner Tea Time! Hello to everyone in my living room, which is no one.
Yes, I loved that extra long version today. I was feeling it.
Extra lung power. I took a deep breath.
Yeah, I loved it. Okay, you guys, we're going to kick it off with Courtney because on a recent Instagram Live, she gave some insight into how her and Scott are co-parenting in quarantine. So Courtney shared that she spends 5 days with the kids at her house, and then they go to Scott's house for 2 days. She said that she tries to schedule work when they're at his house, and she also said it's nice for the kids to get a change of scenery, go to a different home. This is what I think was interesting. She then went on to say, quote, they have their own dog over there. It's just a different vibe in the different houses.
Houses.
Whose house is more fun? I'm going with Scott. I'm putting it out there.
Absolutely. Maddison, I really don't want to interrupt Jenner Tea Time. I just see Christy in the chat and she's going, have you tried living single, Courtney? Christy, very quickly, I'm a living single stan, and I know that Friends is a stolen concept from Living Single, which is why I don't watch or like or endorse anything involving Friends. Now, obviously, Maddison, Scott's house is the more fun house. We know Courtney is the human version of Squidward, and I can understand that.
No, I completely agree. I also feel like Scott, oddly enough, people would think that Courtney's the one who gives more structure, but I feel like Scott actually gives more structure and actually disciplines, but still, I still stand by saying he has the more fun house.
Maddison, if you could imagine Kourtney Kardashian writing a book on parenting, how would you describe Kourtney Kardashian's specific parenting style?
I think Kourtney Kardashian is a stereotypical LA parent.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is, you know, love to preach the organic. We don't eat added sugar. We don't eat dairy. And I am just so worried about my kids' upbringing, but I'm also making sure that, like, I'm not directly involved because I want to make sure, like, we're friendly and we've got good vibes flowing and that, you know, discipline is just hindering the child's growth. Whereas I don't believe that. I'm like, no, you know, I've said it, controversial opinion. I feel like a spanking every once in a while makes kids learn faster. So I just feel like...
I want to say this, Maddison. I don't even think I've ever told you this. So this is some exclusive Courtney. That's stupid. That doesn't make sense. That never happened. So the Keeping Up with the Kardashians crew used to come to my old job, and we can confirm what you just said. They are very much the no sugar added, which was like our thing. It had to be hand blended. The coffee had to be like a butter coffee with the coconut oil and the free range butter, and it had to be so like I get it. I get it, and you're absolutely right. Come on for a second.
It's no shade. Like no shade at all. It's just something that I have seen being in LA for 4 years.
Yeah.
And you can attest because we did not grow up there.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing how some parents are there versus how I was raised and I grew up, very different.
Madison, very different.
Very different.
Now, I've been seeing LA parents nonstop a couple days a week for like 2.5 years at that cafe moment. And girl, exactly how you describe Kourtney Kardashian is our kind of clientele, like that. And how many calories is in this? Ma'am, it's a children's smoothie. It's little Junie B. Jones. Is she drinking it or not? It's hot pink and she's gonna love it and it's sweet. Like why are we counting calories? Is she having fun? Like, exactly. So, I get it.
Everyone is asking us for a shambong, so I feel like it's time.
I got mine.
We miss our Shambong Dave bringing it to us.
Shambong Dave. Woo! Shambong Dave. Yes, God. Shambong Dave. Honestly, I really want to give a shout out to Shambong Dave specifically because a lot of you guys do not know because you guys haven't seen him. But he has been very, very, very helpful behind the scenes with things that we need to do outside of the morning tea. So can we please have champagne bottles in the chat for Dave because we love Dave.
Champagne bottles in the chat. I cheated. I already had this bottle opened yesterday because Courtney and I finally filmed my first YouTube video, and I had to have shams in it, obviously.
Girl, when is it coming? Do you know when it's coming out, girl?
Coming out hopefully today. Fingers crossed. Hopefully.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Girl, you know I'm subscribed. My bell rung, girl.
I thought you would be proud of me. I thought I was like.
I'm excited, Madison, and I'm proud of you. This is all over my floor, and that's fine.
Okay, we are going to pour the shambong while I get into this Kim news. So Kim, you guys, real quick, she tweeted about Beyonce in the sing-along, saying that she sounded so beautiful. And people were pointing out that, see, clearly there's no feud between Kim and Beyonce.
I don't understand, not saying that this is the case, but I don't understand why Beyonce has to like Kim Kardashian. No shade to either, but I don't understand why that's such a big deal. Is it because Jay and Kanye did a joint album together?
Well, and they had they had a feud, but Jay-Z and Kanye had like an actual legal financial battle. Like they disagreed over money that the other ones owed. And so to me, I'm like, I don't think it was this absurd feud between Kim and Beyonce. They were just supporting their husbands and being like, yo, we're in a legal battle. So yeah, we're obviously not going to be chummy when we see each other out.
Absolutely. I think that people have just been looking for a reason to be like, see, Beyonce doesn't like Kim, or like on the opposite side, Kim is so thirsty to be Beyonce's friend. And I just feel like it just is what it is. You can know someone and feel indifferent. You don't have to love or hate anyone. You know what I mean? I think we should remember that when it comes to
Beyonce sent Kim an Adidas box. Kim's showing her back love. Like, I really think the only feud that exists between these women is fans creating their own drama.
Well, Madison, I'll cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I'm also so happy that my shambong finally came.
Girl, now we back to matching. We back to basics, girl.
Exactly. Okay, now we're going to move on to this Kylie news. So during last night's Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kylie went under the knife.
Not the knife, Madison.
The knife, the light knife. She went and got LASIK eye surgery. Her and Stassi actually got it together because earlier on in the episode, her and Stassi were driving and Kylie almost got in an accident, so they committed to get LASIK eye surgery together. Mama Chris was there to feed Kylie tacos afterwards while she was healing and getting better. My question for you is, isn't this really kind of rare because we never get to see a full-on Kylie storyline?
It's what we deserve, honestly. I think that it was a little dry that week that they were filming. And Chris came up with this, and I'm not mad at it. I love Kylie. So personally, I love Kylie. I enjoyed this. I think that she's fun. And I think that she's more interesting than people gave her credit for after Life of Kylie. That's just my opinion. I know y'all all hated it, but I liked Kylie, and I feel like I didn't like her as much before the show.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I feel like Life of Kylie just came at a bad time. Like, I don't think that it was necessarily a bad show, and I think Kylie definitely can carry a reality show on her own. Mm-hmm. I think it just came at a bad time. It came when she had just broken up with Tyga. She wasn't really comfortable talking about it. We were hearing rumors of her and Travis Scott, but, like, they weren't really dating yet. And so I think it just kind of came at this weird time, whereas now, if Kylie had a reality show and we got to see her be a mom and be a businesswoman and be with Stormi and have this kind of back and forth, are we romantically involved? Are we not with Travis? Like, I would watch that now.
I think right now the Kardashians might feel like, because I feel like the Kardashians might feel like if there's no Jordan plot in Kylie's story, then people won't be interested in it. And maybe that's a little bit true. You know what I mean? Maybe Kylie hasn't proven herself interesting enough on the main platform to get another try again on her own spinoff. Because it's like Housewives, Madison. Each housewife, all together, there's harmony. Not every single housewife on any franchise deserves a spinoff because they can't carry a show on their own.
Right. I still don't know how Kim Zolciak carries a show on her own consistently, repeatedly, and season after season, but that's another story.
I'm gonna say this, Madison. Kim Zolciak has a very specific audience with very specific thoughts, and that is why Tardy with the Party is still on the air. I'm telling you, out in LA, we're not watching Tardy for the Party. But I'm telling you, out in Arkansas and all them southern states, they love them some Kim Zolciak. And everything that she said on that last Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion, that was a little bit borderline racist, in my opinion. So that's why her show is still on the air, in my opinion. Speculation, not confirmation.
I just have never understood that situation. Like,
yeah. Girl.
And yeah, I love Real Housewives. Yeah,
you know I do.
I'll watch any franchise. Like, I'll literally sit and watch Potomac for 3 hours and not even know if that is come Like, I literally love anything. But that show, I just, like, I can't get into it. I don't know.
You're like, I'm permanently tardy for that party.
Literally. That was another Housewives single that, you know what, on the list, it's lower in the rankings, personally.
There it is.
Is it not? For me, Money Can't Buy Class is number one. So
I would say, I will be honest. I feel like Tardy for the Party is my favorite, but my new favorite is Nene's Come and Get It.
I knew you were gonna say.
Come on, get this. Yes.
I will say Nene's has like the best sound quality out of the Real Housewives singles. I'll give her that because it does have good quality.
She said, "We're here to have fun." Now you, I forgot what her name was. Write these verses, and here we are.
I also love On Display. On display, on display, on display. Each and every day, every day, every day. Okay, we could literally do a whole hour-long show of just Courtney and I singing Real Housewives songs, so we're not going to do that. Shout out to Teresa. Best part of being quarantined is getting to watch you guys live. Y'all make me so happy and make me laugh. We also have Shabria, No Courtney, I love Life of Kylie also, so agreed. We also have Hero, 2001. Finally able to use my Shambong Mini on Shambong Friday. Yeah! She said, Life of a Traveling Nurse. So thank you. Thank you. Love you guys. We love you. And thank you for protecting us.
Honestly, truly, I appreciate it. I ain't leaving the house. So for everyone that has to be out of the house, shout out to the nurses that are taking care of the people during this time.
And honestly, you deserve about 75 Shambongs, especially if they're minis.
You deserve the whole bottle, honestly.
Yes, you do. Okay, let's talk about Khloe and Tristan and what happened on last night's Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So, well, I loved seeing Kylie get LASIK. There was also this whole little focus on Khloe and Tristan's co-parenting relationship. Mm-hmm. We saw Tristan give Khloe a new Dior bag. She made a comment about how he never gave her gifts when they were together. And we also saw this conversation go down where they were discussing getting rid of a newborn toy that Tristan had. Okay. And Tristan didn't want to because he pointed out to Khloe, what if they have another baby girl? And Khloe responded saying, who's having another girl with you? And Tristan said, listen, True needs a sibling. And that's when Khloe revealed what we talked about last week, the fact that she did freeze some eggs, she did freeze some embryos, and she might need to borrow some sperm, or she said, get some sperm from him.
Is it so awful for True's sibling to come from a different man? Am I missing some like weird societal stigma on like having more than one parent, mother or father? Like I don't like. Hello.
To me,
half siblings exist. Like hello, I don't see what the big deal is. Like you don't have to have Tristan's sperm. You don't have to have Tristan's child. Maybe they look at it as well. He's already involved with the Kardashians. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And they don't want to add another body to the mix. Maybe that's their thought process.
Maybe. I guess for me, I'm like, but wouldn't you? Obviously, like, True is such a blessing, and if Tristan does nothing else in this world, he brought True into this world, and he brought his son into this world.
Absolutely.
Those are blessings. For me, I feel like because Khloe's first pregnancy was literally tarnished, essentially, with Tristan not being able to keep it in his pants, I agree with you. I feel like this time around, I would just be like, you know what, I'm waiting, and if fate happens that I meet somebody and we decide that we want to have a child together, I'm prepared, I have my frozen eggs, but otherwise, I'm cool. Like, and maybe she used to feel like that on some sense, because I believe her and Tristan are back together, so I feel like that's obsolete. It just kind of makes me sad that I guess she's settling for Tristan. Maybe that's what I've been trying to say this whole time. I'm sad that she feels she has to settle.
The chat feels like there's some erasure going on from Tristan. They're like, True already got a sibling. His name is Prince.
Oh yeah, I see the T-Tribe going off about this. Are you
serious? So, I mean, I gotta go with that, and I agree. I just feel like I'm tired. I wish that someone would fall out of the sky and snatch Khloe away, and maybe they move away, and she has a happy family and happily ever after. I'm nauseous.
Yeah, people are absolutely not liking this at all. Karina said, so does Prince just not exist anymore? True already has a sibling, and Khloe can have another baby daddy. This is garbage juice. Lee said, if my babe acted that way when I was pregnant, he'd never be near me again. And Dilma said, why does the Kardashians act like this? Deasia said, is Khloe aware that Tristan had a son with his first baby mama? Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that needs to at least be verbalized, because there's a whole bunch of people who just watch the Kardashians and who are not educated to make sure they're come watching the morning tea. So a lot of these people are sitting in this naive la la land to be like, oh my god, how sweet, Tristan wants to make sure, you know, True has a sibling and has a similar upbringing to how Khloe was raised. True already has someone that she could have that relationship with. They're just not letting it happen.
I want to ask you and the T-Tribe and Madison Hill, do you guys think that there is some sort of paperwork put out by Jordan Craig that says, don't you dare talk about me and my baby on that show with that woman and those people? Because then we can't be mad.
No, I agree. I feel like if there's not that paperwork, there's paperwork that says if she is mentioned and if Prince is mentioned, she gets a percentage.
Ooh.
And that's why they're not doing it.
This is awful to say, but I feel like, girl, if I was Jordan Craig, I might have to pull a stunt. I need a coin. We need to grow them savings, girl. Might gotta call him screaming when we know they filming, girl. So Khloe say, well, who is that on the phone? Girl, it's Jordan Craig. And she says she ain't coming on camera, but we gonna keep this drama private. But since it's already in the confessional, girl, we need to send that check. Direct deposit, actually, no paper.
Direct deposit.
I wonder if that's put in place, Madison, now. Does Jordan Craig, like, I don't even want my brand to be associated with that over there. Do not talk about me. Do not talk about my baby with that woman and those people on that show. Imagine.
I mean, Jordan has good lawyers, and we know this because whenever she took Tristan back to court for child support, she got her coin. And we have been praising her ever since because we said rightfully deserved. You get that $40,000 a month. I think she more than deserves that. More than deserves that. So maybe you're right. Maybe it's, at this point, it's probably on the Kardashian side something of like, they know if they say something, she gets money. So now they're purposely just making sure nothing ever gets mentioned.
I'm curious to know what will happen with Prince and True. Yeah, Prince and True. I get True and Dream mixed up. When they become teenagers, will they want that relationship? And how does that affect both families?
Right. You know I hope so. I hope they do.
Me too. They need a relationship.
Sometimes I like to live in my naive world where I hope that when they're old enough, like, they'll be able to initiate that. But also, if they never really ever hear of the other one or never aren't around at all, how will they even know to reach out?
Like, what if in the future, Madison, Dream goes to China, and then we have this Khloe and Tristan? What happens when the kids get older? It just feels like there's a lot of tension potentially. Maybe not between the kids, but between the family at that point. Because I'm sure the kids will be like, girl, we don't even care about this. I feel like the kids might grow up and be like, we don't even care about this. Mm-hmm. We just want to go and like be Miranda Cosgrove and go to college and do an iCarly show and call it a day. You know what I mean? And the family's like, you can't see them and you can't say this. And
I wish that we almost could get, remember how Rugrats did that one episode that was like Rugrats all grown up and they like tumbled out of the college and they were out of the closet, they were teenagers.
They made a whole spinoff series off of that, girl.
I wish we could do that with the Kardashian baby stories, like Kardashian grandbabies, all grown up, and we just got a glimpse into what it's like of them being teenagers, just so we know.
30-minute quick. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm not asking for much, just a little bit, just so I know and can see. That's all I'm saying. Let's cheers to that. We're gonna pour up. Yes, we're gonna pour up one more Shambong. If you guys have any questions, let us know. We will answer one question while we take this last Shambong. Q&A. We'll try to get one more question. Also, I'm laughing because Tiffany said she thinks that they're going to get pregnant by a celebrity. Oh, Lordy. Oh. I just want to see if they're like exactly what you said, kind of bucking the Kardashian name. That's all I'm curious about. I just need to see it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cheers because I'm not seeing a question yet. Cheers. Oh, yes.
Do you think Justin Bieber's album will be good, Madison?
Is that what someone just said?
That was a question.
I hope so. I hope Justin Bieber's next album will be good. I hope it gives me Sorry vibes. Also, Ellie said, which character is your favorite from Rugrats?
I very much was a Kimmy stan. Shout out to her.
Okay. I was an Angelica Pickles.
Oh, love her. That's my spirit animal. Angelica Pickles and Helga Pataki, girl.
Oh, love. All right, you guys, that is all the time we have. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on this Shambong Friday and for every day this week. We love you, T-Tribe. Seriously, cannot express, actually, enough how much we love you. We appreciate you guys so much. Please make sure you're following us on social media. We got Twitter, we got Instagram, we got TikTok. Also, Courtney, you have something coming up on your own channel this weekend?
Yes, ma'am. As you guys know, I have my own YouTube channel, and I go live Sunday at noon Pacific Standard Time. We talk music, pop culture, and positivity. So be sure to join me, and you can subscribe to my channel.
Yes, and also, I have finally started my channel after Courtney has encouraged me for a long time. I'm uploading my first video this weekend, so please look out for that. It's a get to know me video, but I'm excited to just start putting out like the fashion stuff, how the hair, taking you along with me in my life, all that good stuff. Yes. Also, you guys, please make sure to show Shambong Dave and Hit It Leo lots of love on social media, too, because you would not be seeing our faces if it were not for them. So please show them lots of love, and we'll be back on Monday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Now wash your hands, Leo. You better wash your hands. It's sentimental. Wash your hands, Miss Man. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. It's intimate to wash your hands. Wash your hands, Miss Ma'am. Wash your hands, it's intimate. You better pump